What's good, YouTube? Wrestling Trapper here. This is like my fifth time trying to record this video. Um, I'm honestly done. So just let me know what y'all think after this one. If my mic setup is fucked up, if the background noise is too much, the drifting noise annoys you, whatever. Like, just let me know, and I'll adjust as I go. I'll be making videos. Just let me know your thoughts. It needs some engagement. But I'll be reviewing Monday Night Raw, um, giving you guys my review, my opinions. Let's get to it. It starts off with Becky Lynch coming out like a brat, like throwing a fit, which I love, bro. Like, Becky Lynch is such a character. She's really good at what she does. Like people were hating on her, calling her Becky Hogan, this and that, but bro, like she's actually really good. She single-handedly this entire past year, 2025, that whole Intercontinental Championship felt more important than the World Championship. Like, without a doubt, Becky elevated it that much. But she came out basically calling out AJ Lee, saying that AJ Lee is ruining her life and this and that. Just really adding fire to the dying feud that was there. Since AJ Lee doesn't like to show up for work, just like Roman. That's just me talking shit. I don't like the whole part-time scheduled deal and then they get rewarded for it. Like, I think it's bullshit. But anyways, AJ Lee comes out and says that she wants a title shot or whatever. She wants to fight her at Elimination Chamber if AJ Lee beats Becky, and then she becomes number one contender and gets a title shot at Mania. Becky says no. She's like no, 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 in her fuck, I don't even know how to explain it. In her moody brat character, like, it's just funny. She's like no. Then at the end they end up agreeing. Like, AJ Lee manipulates her and gets her to agree to a match. And so it's going to be Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee at the Elimination Chamber for number one. I believe it's a contender match. And then they'll go on to Mania and have their championship match, which I hope. I mean, I'm pretty sure AJ Lee is going to win that match in Chicago at the Chamber. I hope she doesn't beat her at Mania, though. I hope Becky retains, unless AJ is going to stay. If she's just going to be part-time, then there's no reason for her to beat Becky. But if she's going to be there full-time, sure. Because then Becky can focus on bigger things, get back into the main title picture. But yeah, that's what happened with that. After that, there was a match against the Usos versus Tozawa and Otis. And that match was pretty good. I mean, it was good for what it was. I mean, I don't think it can really go too wrong. Otis is hella over with the crowd. Like, they love that dude. And so I honestly love Otis too. I think he's just a character. Like dude, characters really, really build a star. And he's a character. He's definitely not a top guy or whatever, but he has so much character. So yeah, he's over. And I know in the Battle Royale at Worlds Collide last year, he was fucking over like crazy. They loved him there. So crowd was cheering for Otis. It was a great match. At the end, the Usos ended up winning. They got Otis with the 1D, and that was the winner. They went for the pin. Tozawa, though, I'm gonna point out Tozawa. He was putting in work. That dude goes hard. But after that, it was that respect thing where they hugged each other, shook hands or whatever. And then I think it was Jimmy. He grabbed the mic and he was basically telling Jay his next move is to qualify for the Chamber and win the world title or go after a championship or whatever. Get into the main event scene again. And which I didn't really understand. Like, they just got back into the tag division. They just got together. This was their first match defending the titles, and they're already Jimmy's already telling Jay to go back to the main event scene. I mean, I get it, I guess, but it doesn't really make too much sense with the whole tag division story if they're trying to tell anything. Um, yeah, after that, there's a triple threat match: Rhea, Lyra, and Ivy Nile, and it's a qualifier match for the Chamber. And off of those names, I'm pretty sure you can guess who won. Um, yeah, Rhea won. It was a decent match, but there was a major, huge botch. I don't like to say botch, but there was a huge botch with Rhea. I think she had Ivy Nile on her shoulders, and Lyra was supposed to jump off the top rope and basically take her down or whatever. But Rhea dropped too early, and it just looked like shit. Like the whole move there, it was just terrible. And I seen people get on Jade Cargill's head for the botches or whatever. But bro, like Rhea, she's been, I don't know, the past few matches Rhea's been botching crazy, and I seen like people on the internet saying that if Jade was botching that bad, then they'd fucking have her head already. But since it's Rhea, nobody gets on her, which I mean I think is true. Like although Rhea's an elite talent, like bro, you know, she's been fucking up a lot. But anyways, Rhea ends up winning the match. She's in the chamber alongside Tiffany Stratton, and I'm not big on Tiffy. Rhea, I like Rhea, but Tiffy time, I'm not big on her. Anyways, after that, the Judgment Day have a little segment at the clubhouse, and Dom is basically telling Finn like, "Oh, your title dreams are basically done. Like you're an afterthought." Punk has a match against Roman at Mania, and and Finn doesn't like that. He's like, "No, I'm not an afterthought." Basically telling him, "Fuck you." And Michael Cole is supposed to have an interview with Finn. I'm not with Finn, with Punk. But Finn comes out and hijacks the mic, and he tells the crowd like, "Hey, like, I'm tired of being an afterthought. I'm tired of being disrespected and this and that. And I want my title match. I hurt Punk. I know Punk is hurt. Give me my match." Basically setting up another match for Punk and Finn. And I like that Finn mentioned like, "Hey, you beat me at my hometown. This upcoming match I have with you at the Chamber, I'm gonna beat you in your hometown." I like that he added that little detail to it. And then Pierce comes out and he's like, no, telling Finn no, that it's not gonna happen. CM Punk already has a date with Roman at Mania for that title. He needs to save himself. He needs to save his body or whatever. And Pierce came out with his security, his entourage. They were gonna escort Finn out. But then Punk comes out, his music hits, and he's like, no, like I'll whip your ass. I'm a fighting champion, which I appreciate. I appreciate the fighting champion. I appreciate the top guy that shows up every single week. Like I like that. I respect it. But basically Punk is like, I told everybody I'm gonna be a fighting champion. We can get done right here, right now. The crowd goes crazy because they thought they were gonna get a match, and Pierce is like, no, no, no. And Punk tells him like, well, if you don't give me the match, or if you don't give me a match, then I'm gonna run around all night chasing him and whipping his ass throughout the arena, causing ruckus. And at the end, Pierce agrees. He's like, all right, I'll give you your fucking match. He's like, Finn Balor versus CM Punk at the Elimination Chamber. And then the crowd just starts booing. They're like, boo, just booing like crazy because they wanted to get a match there. But that's official. It's going to be Finn Balor versus CM Punk at the Chamber, which we already know how that's going to go. There's no way Finn is going to win. If Finn does win, cool. I mean, I don't really care. I don't really care for Finn Balor. I don't really care for Punk either. I don't care for Punk just because he's the old dude. Like, bro, give some young stars some shine. Like, I think I'm done with the old dudes holding the title. But yeah, so that was a segment that happened with Punk and Finn. And then after that, Division had a segment getting Austin Theory prepared for his main event match. And they have a segment with Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce tells him to not get into the match. Like, don't start with your shit. Don't start with your shenanigans. And then Logan gets in Pierce's face and he's like, or what? And Bronson Reed has to pull him away, pull him off. And Bronson Reed tells him, he's like, hey, Pierce isn't your problem. He's my problem. So it makes me wonder, I don't know, what is Bronson Reed going to do? I mean, I'm glad that he's kind of having a little moment there because he hasn't been doing shit for the past few months. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's going to attack Pierce and tsunami him a million times, send him to the hospital. If he does, hey, I'm here for it. I think that'd be great. But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens in the upcoming weeks. But yeah, after that, what happened after that? Well, after that, it was Natty and Natty versus Maxine, and that's a pretty quick match or whatever. As soon as they go ringside, Natty just starts fucking up Maxine, and she throws her into the ring post. She throws her over the announce table or on the announce table, and during this whole entire deal, referee is counting. The match ends in a count out, double count out, and Natty has Maxine, Moody Maxine, in a sharpshooter as the count out bell rings. And then, what's her name? AJ Lee comes out. She comes out and kind of, well, she helps Maxine up and helps her walk away, basically, walk to the back. And in the midst of that, Becky Lynch came out and she threw AJ Lee onto the ring post, and Becky Lynch got the last laugh. So, yeah, I love Becky Lynch. But after that, it's the Americanos, Rayon Bravo versus Javon Evans and OG Americano. And they had a good match. I mean, Javon Evans, he's been killing it since he came on the roster. Like, every single match he's had, it's been, the ones I've seen has been pretty good. And I know his match, I really liked his match against Gunther. Like, that match was incredible. Yeah, Javon Evans, he's been showing out, bro. Like, he's been getting down. But they have a match. It's a pretty good match. The ending was pretty sick. Javon Evans has a spot where he's at the top rope, and I don't know if it's Rayo or Bravo. He's at the other end of the top rope. The Americano, he jumps, going for like a splash or something, and Javon Evans catches him mid-air and hits him with the OG cutter or RKO, whatever you want to call it, or cutter. But it's just so sick. Like, if you guys haven't seen it, you guys need to go watch that. Like, that ending was pretty dope. And then after that, OG Americano, Gable Americano, he goes for the flying headbutt and goes for the pin. And that was pretty much it. And then they have like a little pull apart brawl with Ludwig's Americano and Gable's Americano, where they try pulling each other's masks off. I think that should be a match for Mania. And I think it should be a mask versus mask with Gable losing his mask, because I think he needs to come back from the dead and, you know, be in the main event picture or IC picture. I don't know. Like, he needs to do something. Like, I think Gable's character, like the Chad Gable character, I think they can do something with it. Kaiser, I don't know. I don't think they can do much. I think he needs to stay in the Americano role, and Gable needs to get out of it. So I hope that's what they do. I know that's probably going to be a Mania match, but yeah. And then Gunther, there's a little segment with Gunther, really short, where he's just replaying the murder that he did on Dragon Lee, where he had him fucking choked out. And he basically talks about his path to Mania. and kind of what's next for him. But it was a pretty quick segment because after that, it was time for the main event. And it's a triple threat match with. Fuck. It's a triple threat match with Penta, Austin Theory, and LA Knight. And to be honest, Austin Theory, he's done nothing for me. Like I've never been invested in him. Still not invested in him. Like I feel like Theory is just a generic default create a character model that they give you on those wrestling games. Like I don't know. I feel like character and attires is super important with building a star or getting a fan invested in somebody. In theory, he's just hasn't done any of that. Like I don't know. He had so much time off where he could have reinvented himself and came with a new look, a new attire, like, and he did nothing. All he did was cut his hair. He got a buzz cut and that's it. He came back. He had like the tactical pants for like one match, and then he went back to wearing his boxer trunk things. Like I don't know. I feel like the attires are huge. Like that can make or break a star. And I know back in the days, like everybody wore trunks, everybody was wrestling in underwear, but everybody was doing it. No one else had different shit. So I don't know. But nowadays, I feel like attires are just so important nowadays. Like that can really get you invested in a star or not. Like look at Penta. Like Penta, his first language is obviously Spanish, so he's not great with his English. But dude, he's over like fucking crazy. And sure, it's a lot of it can be with his talent. Like he's a high flyer, he's a luchador. But look at his look. Like he looks like a bad motherfucker. Like his whole attire from top to bottom is just sick. So that's what I'm saying. Like shit like that is just so important to me as a connoisseur or whatever, as a fan. Like I think the attires are huge. Like even like LA Knight, he's a guy that comes in trunks. But I like the dude. One, his promos are incredible. Like he's so good on the mic. So that's an automatic right there. Why anybody should get invested in him. Two, he's over with the crowd probably because of that. Three, he's wearing trunks, but I look at everything, bro. Look at his boots. He's wearing Taxi 12 boots. He's wearing Playoff 12 boots. If you're just typical nerd, I guess, wrestling nerd, I guess you don't give a fuck. But like I'm into all that shit. I'm into sneakers. I'm into everything. But his typical attire is Jordan 12 boots. Like he has a variety of them. Last night he was wearing the Playoff 12 boots. But it's just little things like that. It's little things that I'll look at and get invested into somebody, whether it's a promo, how they do on the mic, their wrestling ability, like if they're luchadors, like do high flying shit, or if they're boring, or you know, the look, shoes, mask, like all that shit is important to me as a fan. I mean, obviously, who gives a fuck about my opinion, right? But wow, I got really off topic. But fuck it, one take. That's all a nigga do. But let's get back to the match. So they have a good match. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, but nothing bad, you know, like it's a good match. And Division, obviously, they get into it. They start with their shenanigans. And Theory, he's about to get the pin, but then Penta pulls him out. Penta saves the match, really, from everybody, because I don't think anybody really wants Theory to win. Everybody's rooting for LA Knight. So Penta pulls Theory out, and then Theory throws Penta over the announce table as he's about to go back in the ring to fuck up LA Knight. Who do you guess? The Masked Man comes back and he attacks Theory. He hits him with the stomp. He disappears, and it's funny because the Vision, they all come out chasing after him. But Theory's in the ring, and then that's just perfect for LA Knight. And I don't remember if he pinned him right then and there or if he waited for him to get up and then he hit him with the BFT. I think he hit him with the BFT and then pinned him. But LA Knight got the win, and that's how it ended. And that was your Raw review. So let me know what you guys think. Like I said, if you guys like the gameplay, if you guys like the review, if my mic audio is shit, if the gameplay is shit, if you like the Raw, let me know what you guys think of the Vision. I think the Vision has been a miss, not a hit or miss. It's been a complete miss. Let me know what you guys think of Raw. Give me some feedback. If you guys like the videos, like, comment, subscribe. I'll be making some more videos. So, see ya.